So we were discussing chapter number 1. Okay, so this is part 2 of chapter number 1. So till now what we have discussed, anyone can summarize what we have discussed? You can raise your hand, or you can put it in the chat box if any point is coming in your mind. So what we have discussed till now in chapter number 1, anyone? I'd love to see if anyone is making notes from the Bhagavad Gita book. Okay, if they are underlining it and making notes in the copy, nice notes, so that they can easily learn later. So these things will be very nice. Okay, so I'd love to see if anyone is doing those things. Okay, so what we have learned in chapter number 1, part 1, what we have seen. Yes, anyone, you can raise your hand, or if any point is coming in your mind, you can put in the chat box. Hare Krishna, Komal Mataji. Mataji, you can take hands. So the people who are raising the hand.
Yes, Prabhu, unmuted.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So
Yes.
yesterday, like in the first chapter, we have learned about like the dimension of the dilemma of Dhritarashtra, like asking Sanjay about the Kurukshetra war, because he knows that his sons has gone to war, but still he's asking like what they are doing in the Kurukshetra. So he was like he was from that moment on, he had that fear, like what will happen, because in itself Kurukshetra, it's a religious place, like everything religious happens. And you also told us about, since Krishna was in that place, and Hanuman, Panchanjanya, the roaring, so all these things culminates into saying that like from the starting only it was evident that Pandava would won. And the next thing that we like you have taught us like how Drona have reacted at the starting of the battle, like I mean the Kauravas.
Duryodhana.
Yes, sorry, Duryodhana. I'm very sorry. So Duryodhana has, like he went to his coach, or you can say Dronacharya, and he was humiliating in that sense. He was not taking his blessings directly. He was saying like, see them directly what they are doing, and you have been taught them. Ultimately, when there's a guru, we before fighting we take the blessings. So it's evident like he was not respecting his coach or guru. And one more thing that you have taught is like he was very he had very good political perspective in this regard. When he was taking the names, he took the name of a Brahmin, in terms of instead of taking Bhishma or everyone, he took the name of his guru, just to remind him that don't get so lenient with your other half, the Arjunas, because you're in the battle right now. So these things like we have learned, and many things also, but what thing I've just summarized.
So at last we have seen that Arjuna asked chariot Krishna to
bring the chariot in the
army.
And he was lamenting that he don't want to fight. Thank you.
After seeing yes, Prabhuji. After seeing the two armies, now Arjuna will have lamentations. So what are the 5 lamentations? So level 1 you all have done. So what are the 5 lamentations? Can you for 5 reasons for Arjuna for not fighting? You can put in the chat box and read. Okay. Yeah, you can read in the chat box. Chat box is open, no Mataji. Okay, not open. So I have opened the chat box. So now it is open. So you can put in the chat box what are the reasons for Arjuna for not fighting. So in the level 1 we discussed. So we'll be discussing those things in the part 2. First is bewilderment. What are the 5 reasons Arjuna gave for not fighting? Compassion. Okay. Sin. Okay. Compassion, sin, family tradition. Okay. No enjoyment. Okay. 4. Till now 4 has done. Compassion toward his family and religion. What is the last one? 4 you have covered. Indecision. Yes. So 5 we have covered. So 5 reasons are there for Arjuna for not fighting. So we'll see those reasons only. Okay. Somewhat little bit detail. So we'll start today's session with Mangalacharan. Okay. We'll remember Guru Krishna and take their blessings before starting the session, so that because of their mercy we are learning this, they are made this Bhagavad Gita so easy, so easily accessible to us, and we are learning Bhagavad Gita uh, because of their mercy. So we'll start with Mangalacharan. Okay. So Om Ajnanam Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakchurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Shakrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvatam Tam Sanjeevam Sadvaitam Sadhu Savadutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Cha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishvanu Devi Namami Hari Priye Panchakalpatarubhaischa Kripasindhu Bhavevicha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Okay. Chat box, family relation, disconnect, right? So we'll start today's session. Okay. Okay, so section B, we will be doing section B. So now Arjuna's doubt. What is the Arjuna's doubt? We'll start with section B, chapter number 1. Okay, so verses from 1.28 to 1.46. So Arjuna's mind reels thinking how this battle will finish his family and his tradition. He sees great sinful reactions awaiting him if he kills his family members, feeling it better to be killed unarmed than fight. Arjuna, his mind overwhelmed with grief, cast aside his bow and sat down upon a chariot. So Arjuna's reaction after seeing his relatives. So what were the symptoms of Arjuna? We'll see what were the symptoms of Arjuna. Okay. So we can see here his body was trembling and hair standing on the ends. So his body was trembling and hair was standing on the ends. So this was the Arjuna's symptom. So this symptom can happen due to two causes. Okay, can happen due to great spiritual ecstasy. If we are having great spiritual ecstasy, then also our body will be trembling, hair will be on it. If we are too happy, then these symptoms will appear. So this can happen with great spiritual ecstasy. Okay, if we are in great spiritual ecstasy, then these things can happen. Okay, and in this there won't be any fear. Okay, so if fear is there, and we have symptom like bow is slipping, heart is burning, skin is burning, then these symptoms are due to great fear and due to material condition. So this is due to material conception life. If there is no fear, then there is spiritual thing. Okay. If there is fear, then due to material conception life. So Arjuna's symptoms were due to material conception of life, due to material attachment. Okay, so let's read. Arjuna symptoms: limbs of my body quivering and my mouth drying up. So if you see any person in fear, these symptoms will be there. Yes, my mouth will be drying up. Okay, reason: sympathy and compassion. Okay, so overwhelmed by kindness. So he is having sympathy and compassion, daya bhav. Okay, foreseeing their imminent death. Symptoms not due to weakness but due to soft-heartedness, a characteristic of pure devotee of Lord. A pure devotee, if you see a pure devotee of Lord, he will have compassion toward all the animals. Okay, for all animals, all the jiva. Okay, so all the living beings, for all the living beings, he will have compassion. So if you are if you see the pure devotee will have those symptoms. So Arjuna was also a pure devotee, so he was having the symptoms. Okay. So genuine devotee of Lord has all godly qualities. Non-devotee lacks such qualities. Okay. So further symptoms: body trembling, hair standing on the end, bow sleeping, and skin burning. So these symptoms were there, and these symptoms were due to material attachment. Okay. So further symptoms we have read. Okay. So by these symptoms, Arjuna was a pure devotee. Okay, and these symptoms are happening due to Krishna's will. So Krishna's will was there. Okay, why Krishna's will? He wanted to give the Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita to all the pranis. Okay, all the living entities which coming after Arjuna. So he has this arrangement was made by Krishna. So by Krishna's will, Arjuna's symptoms were there. Okay, so he is forgetting himself. Okay, and forgetting himself due to material attachment. So Krishna's arrangement, due to Krishna's arrangement, he was having excess material attachment, and excess material attachment can cause fear. Okay, fearfulness due to excess material attachment, fearfulness will be there, loss of mental equilibrium will be there. So you won't be able to take decisions. Okay, so these things are there. Okay. So Krishna, if you read the sloka, Krishna is called here as Keshava. Okay. Why Keshava? Why the Keshava name? Generally, what happens? If any person we call in the home or anywhere, we call them by name. Okay, okay, Motu, okay, Patlu, like character. Okay, the character of the person will tell. Okay, so Krishna is addressed here as Keshava. Okay, the killer of the demon Keshi. What is the meaning? Let's see. Expected to remove Arjuna's demons like doubt. So Arjuna's doubt were also like a demon. Okay, and Krishna is called as here addressed as Keshava. So he's killer of demons. So it is it is a symbol that Krishna will kill the doubts of Arjuna, which is in the form of demons. Okay, so Krishna is called as Keshava here. Okay. Okay. So every living entity has some interest. Okay, so if the interest is Krishna and Vishnu, then he won't suffer. But if it is interested in himself or on welfare, then he will suffer. Okay, if we act in the bodily platform, we will suffer. If we act in the soul platform, we won't be suffering. Okay. Prabhuji, how forgetting himself and excess material attachments are related. Okay, so excess material attachment will cause excess material attachment can cause forgetting himself. So who are we? We are body or soul. So if we are excess material attachment, then we are thinking in the sense of our body. So we are forgetting that we are not his body, we are his soul. Okay, so this is the thing. So what are the symptoms? Let's see the symptoms. Okay. So limbs quivering, mouth drying up. So these are the symptoms of compassion, which is in a tabular format is written here. Limbs quivering, mouth drying up. When we are in fear, then these symptoms will appear. Okay. Whole body trembling, hair on the body standing on the end, hands Gandiva bow sleeping. So you will see the figure. His Gandiva bow is slipping from the hand. Okay, his mouth is drying up, his limbs is quivering. Okay, whole body trembling. Okay, skin is burning. Okay, and he is not able to stand. So leg unable to stand any longer due to impatience. Okay, so these are the symptoms of Arjuna compassion. Okay, now see verse number 31. Okay, so Arjuna is a Kshatriya. Okay, Arjuna is Kshatriya. So Arjuna is giving the reason not to fight. So Arjuna is saying, even if I win, then there will be no one to enjoy with me. So I don't want to enjoy Krishna. I cannot enjoy the kingdom at any cost. Cannot enjoy by killing my relatives. Arjuna is saying these things. Okay. So Krishna will give the answer in chapter number 2. So it is written here. Kshatriya dying in battlefield under Krishna's order, then he is eligible to enter the higher planets. Okay, and he will enjoy the pious activities there. And if he dies in the battlefield, then he will go to this higher planets. If he wins, then he will enjoy this earth. Okay, so these are the reasons Krishna was giving. So Arjuna now forgets Arjuna is a Kshatriya, and now he's thinking that I will leave the activities of my Kshatriya Dharma. I won't be doing my Kshatriya Dharma. I will go. I'm not willing to fight Krishna. So he's giving the reasons. Okay, why Arjuna? What reason Arjuna is giving? Arjuna is saying Arjuna cannot enjoy kingdom at the cost of killing relatives. So he thinks that I won't be enjoying anything if I kill the relatives. Okay, so Arjuna is Kshatriya, attracted to bodily relationship, hoping to be happy. Okay, so living in India also think in the same way. Okay, they think that by using this body, by attaching to this body, they can enjoy, but this is not the thing. Okay, so he is too attached to the bodily relationship with the other people like father, mother, his guru, his uncles and sons, all the relatives are there. So he is too attracted to the bodily relationship. Okay, so then he was thinking that killing relatives will not cause any happiness in his life. Okay, so he's not willing to fight. So there is analogy. Okay, someone is not hungry and not ready to cook. So example, someone is not hungry and not ready to cook. If someone is not hungry and he's thinking that okay, I'm not hungry, I won't cook. So it is like that only. Okay, if I'm not hungry, I won't cook. So like that. Okay. So he's not willing to fight because he thinks that after fighting there won't be any happiness because he is attached to the body platform. He is not thinking for other people. He is not thinking that adharma is there. The Kauravas are on the adharma side and they're ruling the kingdom. So they will destroy the whole kingdom on that way. Okay. So now Arjuna is thinking that okay, I will lead a secluded life in the forest. So actually, when we so Arjuna is giving this reason that I won't kill the relatives. I will go to a secluded place and live life in a forest. Okay, most of the people there is a very there is a myth prevalent in the society. So what is the myth? Myth is there that if you're reading Bhagavad Gita, then you will become a sannyasi. You will go to forest. You will leave your family members. You will go to forest, and you will live your life there. Okay, so Arjuna is saying like that only. So what Krishna will answer, and after the answering of Krishna, then Arjuna will start fighting. So just opposite happening in the here, okay, in the Bhagavad Gita. So people who do not understand Bhagavad Gita, you do not read Bhagavad Gita, they have this myth that okay, you are reading Bhagavad Gita, then you will become a sannyasi, you will leave the home, you will go to a forest. Okay, but just now we have seen that Krishna is explaining different things, the opposite thing. Arjuna want to do, and Arjuna wanted to go to a secluded place and in the forest and lead the family life and all things. But Krishna is giving Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna for just for the opposite reason. So what we see is just a contrast thing. Okay. So Arjuna is saying, even if you give me 3 worlds, I won't fight. Okay. Prabhuji, why would one cook if he is not hungry? He's not. So he should cook for others, and others are hungry, then he should cook. Because if he is thinking for him only, okay. But Kshatriya Dharma is to fight for the if irreligion is there, then he should fight, okay, because for the religion, okay. He is thinking about himself only. So no, I won't kill my relatives, okay. So he should cook for others. Okay. So his duty is there to cook, okay. His duty is to cook, like his duty is to fight against irreligion. So his duty is to cook. Okay. So we have seen those things. Okay. So Arjuna is in the exchange of 3 words. So Arjuna is saying, even if you give me 3 words in the exchange, I won't fight. Okay. So what is the so just try to understand. Okay. So what is the spiritual understanding? Krishna is there. Devotee ready to accept any opulence Krishna wants. Okay. So devotee are ready to accept any opulence what Krishna wants. And do not complain otherwise if Krishna is not desire. So if there is no desire of Krishna, he won't get anything and he won't complain also. So this is the understanding of devotee. Devotee, whatever Krishna gives, he is happy in that only. Okay. So this is the understanding of spiritual understanding. That is Krishna consciousness. Okay. What is that consciousness? Whatever Krishna has given me, I am satisfied in that only. Okay. Whatever Krishna gives, I am happy in that only. Okay. That is the understanding. So devotee ready to accept any opulence Krishna wants. Okay. and do not complain otherwise if Krishna do not desire. Okay. Arjuna, being a devotee, very kind-hearted, want to forgive his relatives. Lord tolerates mischief on himself, not for his devotee. Lord is determined to punish them. So this is the thing. So living entity is there. If he is trying to satisfy his senses, then what will happen? Then two senses are there. Krishna's senses are there. So by Lord will all his desire will be satisfied. If living entity is there, he want to satisfy Krishna's senses. Krishna is desire. Krishna want him to fight. So if it is fighting, then what will happen? Lord will, by Lord's will, all his desire will be satisfied. Okay, but if he is so if he is trying to satisfy the Krishna desire, then all his desire will be satisfied. Okay, and senses are satisfied. So Krishna, we see Krishna is the order supplier. We desire, Krishna supply. Whatever we desire, we have already read that we have some freedom. Okay, in ourselves. So Krishna has given some freedom part of it. Because if freedom is there, we can choose anything. Okay, in between two things we can choose. Okay, if there is bad thing, there is good thing, we can choose good thing or bad thing. If demonic qualities are there, yeah, and Devic qualities are also there. We have freedom. We can choose in between both of them. Okay, so you have also chosen. You can go to a movie. You can go to a class of Bhagavad Gita. So you can choose between them. So if you are choosing Bhagavad Gita class, it's your desire. So some freedom part is there. Okay. So based on that, so whatever desire we desire, Krishna supplies. Krishna is the supplier. Okay. So if the living entity is trying to satisfy his own senses, then what will Krishna say? Krishna do? Lord will satisfy to the extent they desire, they deserve, not desire. So Krishna will be order supplier. So what Krishna will do? If the living entity is trying to satisfy his own senses, then Lord will satisfy to the extent they deserve, not desire. So Krishna will supply them. Krishna is the order supplier. Okay. But if we want to satisfy the Krishna sense, then what will happen? Krishna, by Krishna's order we are doing, then what will happen? By Lord will all his desires will be satisfied. So if Lord wills, then all the desires will be satisfied. Okay. So Arjuna's material calculation. So all the things he is thinking on the material platform. So what if unable to share opulences with the relative? Okay, if I'm having the opulences, what how I will enjoy the opulences if I am killing my relatives only. So Krishna, Arjuna is thinking on that platform. So that's why he decided not to fight even in the exchange of three words. So even if you give me full opulences, Krishna, I won't fight. So Arjuna is giving this reason. Okay, so now sinful reaction. So third region was next region was sinful reaction. So Arjuna was thinking that okay, if I'm killing these people, the killing of these people will incur some sin to us. So if you read Prabhupada's book on Bhagavad Gita, then Prabhupada describes that there are 6 kinds of aggression. So 6 kinds of people are there, which if you are killing, then there will be no sin. So 6 kinds of aggressor there. Poison giver, who are giving you the poison. One who sets fire in the house. One who is setting fire in the house. One who attacks with a deadly weapon. One who plunders riches. One who occupies another land. One who kidnaps another wife. So these are the 6 kind of people Prabhupada described that these 6 kind of people, if you're killing, there is no sinful reaction. So can be killed as punishment, no sinful reactions. These are the 6 kind of aggressors are there. So Kaurava did all 6 kind of aggression on the Pandava, and killing them would not give any sinful reaction. So Arjuna was thinking, okay, this killing of these people will give me sinful reaction, but actually they won't get any reaction. Okay. So in the this in the if you read the sloka, then Krishna is addressed as Madhava. So let's see what is the meaning of Madhava. Madhava means husband of God, is a fourth thing. Okay, Arjuna calling Krishna as Madhava indicate that Krishna should not engage Arjuna. That would ultimately bring about misfortune. So Krishna is God, is husband of God, is a fortune, and he should not encourage Arjuna to anything which could bring misfortune. So Arjuna is addressing Krishna as Madhava. Okay. However, Krishna, however, never brings the fortune to anyone to say nothing to his devotee. Okay. So these 6 kind of aggression are there. So now the second next region is destruction of the family. So what Arjuna sees, what destruction of family, let's see. So Arjuna is giving reason, okay, by killing these elders of my family, what will happen? This will, there will be destruction in my family. Family tradition will be lost. Okay, so what is the reason Arjuna is giving? Let's try to read. Okay. Arjuna sees due to greed, the opposite party is ready to fight and kill each other. Arjuna understands result of the war, that is destruction of family. He sees not benefits in participating in this sinful activity. Kshatriya should not refuse invitation of gambling and war. If there is any invitation for gambling, if there is any invitation for war, Kshatriya cannot refuse. Okay. Arjuna sees the other party is blind of effect of this challenge. He knowing he evil consequences, not ready to fight. So Arjuna is giving the reason. So let's understand the reason. Arjuna is saying in Varnashma system, if you read Prabhupada purport, that you will learn that in Varnashma system, elder member of family are there. They are responsible for the purification process in the family from birth to death. So they are the guiding people. Okay, they guide. They will properly guide so that we go in the certain path, that the right path. Okay, so elder members of they give. Tradition in the family. Okay, so if there is death of elder, then death of elder will stop purification process. So if there is no elder, then there won't be any purification process. So young members will become irreligious. So if there is no elder, then young members will become irreligious, and if they become irreligious, then they will lose chance for the spiritual salvation. Okay, so this is the destruction of the family. So destruction of family dynasty, family tradition is vanquished, and family will involve in irreligion. Okay, irreligion. So let's understand this more nicely. So this thing we have seen, that death of the elder will stop, young members with religion lose chance of spiritual salvation. When irreligion prominent in family, gradually what will happen? Irreligion will become prominent in the family. Then what will happen? Then women become polluted. If there is no one to guide women also, then women become polluted. And then when women become polluted, then they will give rise to unwanted progeny. Okay? So, if we are giving unwanted progeny, birth to unwanted progeny, then it will cause Varna Shankara. Okay? If Varna Shankara is there, then that will cause like a hellish situation. Okay? So whole family tradition is destroyed. So ancestors are not delivered, they will fall down. Okay, so like hellish condition will be there, whole family tradition will be lost. Okay, and the woman. So this is the thing. So Arjuna heard from the Dharma Shastra, those who destroy family tradition dwell in the hell. So he's giving a reason to Krishna that okay, I am destroying the family tradition, then I will go to hell. So he's giving this reason. Okay. So how the degradation of society happens? Superiors are killed. That is the destruction of the family dynasty. Then it will cause the destruction of the eternal family tradition. Vedic rituals will stop. Irreligion predominates in the family. Women become polluted. That is unchaste. Okay, unchaste women will be there, and they will become polluted, and that will cause unwanted progeny in the family. That is called Varna Shankara. If you see the present society, what is happening now? These all that degradation is there only. Okay, so all kinds of community projects and family welfare activity are devastated. Result in chaos in the society. So this cause chaos in the society. So this is present society. Varna Shankara is there, whole family tradition is left lost, women are unchaste. Okay, and children's the begetting children's, they are also not guided. Okay, so what to do, what not to do. So this is the degradation of the family tradition. So this was the thing. The Arjuna, this was the reason for Arjuna for not fighting. Okay. So driven by desires to enjoy royal happiness, killing relatives, Arjuna's simple reaction, better to die in the battlefield. Arjuna sought-hearted being a devotee. So this is the flow chart. So Arjuna was giving reaction, these regions, no, I won't fight, okay. Arjuna, overwhelmed with grief, cast aside his bow and arrow and sat down the chariot. So Arjuna now sat down. So these are the saintly quality of Arjuna, which were described in the following verses. Okay, soft-heartedness, not willing to kill, even for the exchange of 3 words, ready to forgive the aggressor. Okay, consider evil consequences even at the risk of refusing obligation to fight. These are the things Arjuna's regions. Arjuna is giving the soft qualities of Arjuna, which is mentioned in the chart. Okay, so 5 regions summary. So this mainly this section B, only 5 regions were there. Only just I try to describe those 5 regions. Let's see the summary and go ahead. Okay. So in the 27 and 28, compassion. Arjuna's compassion for those he is about to slay dictates he should not fight. Okay. So giving region first is compassion, daya bhav. Okay. Second region, enjoyment. If he wins, then there won't be anyone to enjoy with. Okay, so Arjuna thinks he will not be able to enjoy his kingdom if the kingdom is won at the cost of lives of his family member. So if family members are lost, if family members are not there, he is getting the kingdom in the exchange of the life of the family member. So he thinks, no, I do not want this enjoyment. Okay, the third reason, destruction of family tradition. Family tradition, how it will be lost. If their elders are not there, then who will guide the younger generation? If younger generation are not guided, then women will become unchaste, they will become polluted. So there will be unwanted progeny, one Sankara will be there, and whole family tradition will gradually be lost. Okay, so this is the thing. Then the sinful reaction he's giving, that after killing those things, these people will get sinful reactions. So Prabhupada was giving 6 kind of aggressor. So these 6 kinds of aggressor are there. Then even if you're killing those 6 kind of aggression, there is no sin. Okay, so Arjuna thinks enjoying royal happiness is not worth the resulting sinful reaction for the destroying the family and killing his superior. The last is indecision. Arjuna does not actually know which is better, conquering the enemy or being conquered by them. So he want to go to Himalaya and do the tapasya there, or he want to fight. So it is confused. He is confused. Okay, so which things he should do? So these are the 5 reasons. The sloka number is mentioned here. So you can go through the sloka number and read the read the sloka and get the meanings. Okay. So this is the summary of chapter number 1. As the opposing army stood poised for battle, Arjuna, the mighty warrior, saw his intimate relatives, teachers, and friends in both armies, ready to fight and sacrifice their lives. Overcome by grief and pity, Arjuna failed in strength. His mind became bewildered and he gave up his determination to fight. Arjuna is offering these reasons, 5 reasons. Okay. In the beginning of chapter 2, gave the following reason, indecision. So these 4 reasons is mainly given by in the chapter number 1. And in the last, in the first few verses of the chapter number 2, Arjuna is giving the reasons, the 5th reason, indecision. Arjuna does not actually know which is better. So this is the end of chapter number 1. And so the attendance link has been posted in the chat box. You can go and mark your attendance and come back so that we can take question and answers. So if you have any question, you can raise your hand, you can put in the chat box, you can discuss. And it will be very nice if you read Bhagavad Gita line by line, underline it and make notes. Okay, and make notes in the copy so that later you can read that. Okay, because you will be reading. You will be reading it multiple times in level number 3, level number 4. You will be reading. So better you make a nice notes of the chapters. Okay.
Can we start unmuting devotees, Prabhuji, to ask questions?
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhu. Harsh Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I have a question regarding, I read that tea and coffee, they also to be prohibited. So I just want to know about it. I mean, how tea and coffee, they are prohibited. Any reason for it? So this is something which
What do you think, Prabhu? Why they are? What is the reason the people drink them?
so Prabhuji, coffee has got caffeine, which
Yeah, what
gives
is the
the
reason why people drink? Let me question you first, so that we get the answer from that only. So, what is the
yes,
reason
Prabhuji.
people drink coffee? Is it
Uh,
essential to live?
no, it is like they develop the habit of, and they can't do early morning without early morning tea, coffee. They can't. They think that they will not be able to do the daily work, whatever their office or something, because they need that. It's like kind of a drug. I would say addiction. I would say addiction is the proper word for it. To be
Okay, so
addicted
now
to it.
you are only answering, Prabhu. Okay, so it is a milder type of addiction only. Okay, so we don't want ourselves to get addicted something, some stimulant. It is like a stimulant only. Okay,
Yes, yes,
so coffee, tea, both are like stimulant only. So they are stimulating our nervous system. It is like running a horse which is already tired. Okay, you are a horse, your mind is a horse, and it is already tired of working whole day. And in the evening, you are drinking coffee or taking tea, and it is like a stimulant. So it is stimulating your mind. Okay, so that you can work more. So it is not a good thing only that even the horse is working whole day and in the evening you are whipping him to work more. So that is not a good thing. And more thing that the it will addict you in longer run. Okay, so better to avoid it only. And then there is no need of drinking only. Why? What is the need? Okay, earlier before this Englishmen, British come to India, there were no coffee only, there no tea only in India. So people were living. There is no need only. Okay, so better to
yes,
avoid only. Yeah, why
yes,
to get addicted to something, some stimulant? Why to stimulate our mind more and more? Okay, so better to work in our natural tendencies. Okay.
yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prerna Mataji, will you please start unmuting people?
Sure, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you for the wonderful class. My question is that are we going to write any exams in this level too?
Yes, yes. The exams links will be shared to you in your group so that you can go through the link and you can start doing the chapters. Okay. The links will be there. If you have already registered, just log in. If you have not registered, in the level one, mainly all of you have registered. So only just you have to enroll the course and start doing the session. Start doing the quiz. Okay, Mataji, you will get the links.
Is it MCQ or we have to write down the
Yeah,
answers?
you will have to read Bhagavad Gita and write. Okay, so
Oh,
these things
you
will be
mean
there. Not
presentation
like
kind of?
MCQ.
Okay. You mean typing on Word or something? PowerPoint?
Yeah, you can type. Yeah, you can type short answer. You can type like that. Okay,
Okay, Prabhuji, will
but
we
you will
have to?
have to read. Once you will have to read. That is why MCQ. If MCQ is there, no one will read. So that you can formulate, because in level number 4 you will get a long type question answer. So you will prepare for that. Will prepare you for that. So you can
Okay,
read and
but
you can write that.
we haven't got the link yet,
Yeah,
Prabhuji.
you will get Mataji, no problem.
Prabhuji, we'll
Oh,
post it today. We'll post it
Yeah.
today, the LMS quizzes.
okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. And one more thing that the Prabhuji just asked about tea, difference between tea and other drugs. So I had a question. Just hearing to your answer, I was just wondering that some people say that we take tea to relax. We are not addicted to
No, no,
tea.
no, we are not. We are not relaxing. No? We are not relaxing by tea and coffee. You want to relax, without tea and coffee, you can relax. There is no need of tea, coffee for relaxing. Okay, they are just giving many reasons to
Okay,
justify their drinking. Okay, but there is no need of drinking only.
okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
You
Krishna.
think here is by taking stimulant by medical science, caffeine and theophylline And this theophylline and caffeine is like a stimulant. Okay, so it will stimulate your CNS. So if you're giving any reason that by taking stimulant you're relaxing, then you're just opposite thing you're explaining. Okay, that is not the thing. If you're taking coffee, if you're taking any stimulant which is stimulating your CNS, your central nervous system, then that will stimulate only. That won't you won't be relaxed. Okay, so if you are whole day you're working and you're thinking that after getting tea and coffee you're relaxing, so that is just a whole thing. So just relax. Relax means do not do anything. So you will automatically relax. So no need of taking tea and coffee for that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Krishna used to have pans. Is it not still where Krishna has used pans? Do not make your own story. Yeah? Bitter leaves. Where Krishna is using bitter leaves. What about green tea? Why to take green tea? What is your why you want to take green tea? So what is the answer is in that only. Why you want to take green tea? Okay, people are asking why to take green tea. So you want full session on tea, stimulant, all those things. So, okay, why you want to take green tea? Okay, Prabhuji, whoever asked this answer, the answer is that only. Why you want to take green tea? Taste of the tongue. I'm opening the chat box for all so that everyone can be burning fatness. So if you want to burn fatness, other method also. And if you want to detoxing, please let me know about assigning. Then you will once you will learn. Once you are having the assignment, then you will learn. You will see the question, you will understand. Otherwise, I'm going on explaining and you won't understand. So once you get the question, you will understand. So good in for health many way. Okay, if you're taking for good, then okay, no problem. People want to enjoy through the sense of taste. Then if you want to enjoy the taste, first give it to Krishna. First offer it to Krishna, then enjoy. Okay, but tea and coffee, Krishna won't enjoy. Green tea you can give. Okay, if herbal tea you can give. Okay. Okay, so what is the reason why you want to take those things? Answer is in that only. Okay. So, okay, Mataji, next hand raise. Mataji.
Upali Mataji, you've been unmuted.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I
Yes,
want to
Mataji.
ask. I want to ask in level 1. I got to know we should how can we imply detachment in our practical life? Like
Okay. Okay,
I
Mataji,
am
go
not
ahead.
able to understand how can we imply detachment like in day-to-day life.
Okay, so when we are reading Bhagavad Gita, then detachment comes. Detachment word comes. Okay, so if you're reading nicely, then you will come to know detachment without attachment is a waste. Okay, if you want to detach without attaching, then it is waste. Okay, so like someone wants to live in the temple, someone wants to go away from the family and live in the temple. Why? Because he is irritated from the family, he's
Yeah.
irritated from the wife, he's irritated from the children, he's irritated from the family members. So he want to leave this family and he want to go to live in the temple, he want to live in the other places or secluded places, those things. So it is called detachment. Okay, so you are thinking about that. But in Krishna consciousness, what we are doing attachment after detachment. So if you're attaching to Krishna, okay, so then detachment will automatically come. If you're attaching to something higher, then detachment will come from the lower things. Okay, so if for any higher taste is there with you, or any higher taste is you are tasting something higher, then automatically lower taste will go away. Okay, so if for
I cannot hear you, Prabhuji. Actually, the
you have some higher taste, then you can leave the lower taste. So attachment. So first is attachment. Then detachment will automatically come naturally. It will be natural. So you won't have to impose like, no, no, I want to leave this family. I want to leave all those things. So those things won't happen. Okay. If artificial detachment you want, those things won't happen. So first is attachment. So attach yourself to Krishna gradually. Those things which is not required, you will automatically become detached from those things. Okay. So love, start attachment to Krishna, then detachment will automatically come. So you don't have to endeavor too much for the detachment. You will have to endeavor for the attachment to Krishna. So try to attach yourself to Krishna, then detachment will automatically come. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Next
Krishna,
hand is Mataji.
Prabhuji. I have a question.
Yes, Mataji.
Please forgive me if I formulate it wrongly. In verse 31, it is said that Kshatriyas are allowed to kill in a battlefield or even sacrifice animals for everyone's good. But in other places, it also says that, every Krishna is in every living being, be it an animal, be it an insect, be it a human, and it is quite a sin, or it is not really allowed to take a life. We don't have the right to do that. So isn't this contradictory?
Yeah. Many have this question that why Kshatriya is allowed to kill animals. So the concept here is Kshatriya are meant to fight. Okay, so it is like some artist is there and he is not practicing his art, then his art will last gradually. Okay, so Kshatriya are meant to protect the general people. Okay, so he need to protect all the people in the who is in his Rajya, okay, his kingdom. So he need to protect all of them. But he need to practice his skill also. He need to practice his war skill also. So what they do, they will go to the jungle and they will fight with the beasts like lion. They will fight single-handedly with the lion, and they will try to practice their skills. Okay, in that skill, the lion may kill the king, or the king may kill the lion. So that is the thing. So no one will be interfering. That no, 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 the lion is killing. No, these things won't be there. It is not like that. They are the other person are also going with the Kshatriyas and they will be killing the animals. Not like that. Okay, so they just go for practicing their skills. Okay, so lion may kill the Kshatriya may kill the lion. So the thing is, Kshatriyas are allowed to go and fight with the beast and they can kill. So this is the thing. Okay, they need to practice. Otherwise, who will protect the kingdom? Okay, so they are allowed for these things. Okay, Mataji.
But Prabhu, they are still taking a life away. I mean,
Yeah,
whatever,
but
however.
they will. This is for protection. Okay, take the other stand, Mataji. If they are not practicing, then what will happen?
I mean, they can't protect the rest of us,
They
and
can't
it is
protect.
against
So
their
adharma will be there. Okay, so if dharma people are not practicing their war skill, then adharma will be prevalent in the society. Is that a good thing?
Got it, Prabhu. So they are liberating by killing these enemies and sacrificing these animals. They're actually liberating that soul from whatever it has done. Is it like that, Prabhu? Is it to be
Oh,
understood?
those are Brahmana. Brahmana used to do those things. Okay, not the Kshatriya. I don't. I have read this much Mataji, that they need to practice their skills, and because they want to protect the citizens, they want to protect the Raja, so they need to practice so that they can protect. Okay,
So
and
they're forgiven for it. Sorry, sorry.
yeah, this is not sin for them. They are allowed to do that.
Thank you for a wonderful class. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Okay, any more questions? Why did Lord Rama went behind the deer to kill him, and why Arjuna and other Pandavas were aiming the fish eye, and sometimes birds, sometimes bird eye were practicing the Dronacharya, and sometimes birds I while practicing with the Dronacharya. We need to Ramayana and all. I cannot say exactly Mataji because I haven't read any Acharya's commentary on it. Okay? Because those whatever I'm saying, I'm reading somewhere. I'm reading some senior devotees, or I'm reading some proper lecture or books. That is what I'm saying. And the things which I'm not knowing, I won't be able to answer. So why did Lord Rama go behind the deer to kill him? I haven't read these things because Ramayana commentary is not available in ISKCON. No one has given Ramayana commentary. So maybe someday some devotees will write then we know these answers. Okay. So mainly whatever I'm telling, that is I'm not telling out of my mind. I'm telling because I have read those things from my seniors, from senior batch. Now I have read, I've listened to those things, or I have read somewhere in Prabhupada books or any commentaries there. Those things will be I will be telling. Okay, not anything which will be coming from my mind. Okay, so those things I do not know Mataji why Lord Rama went behind the deers. Okay, because understanding the will of Lord is different thing. Okay, that is totally different. We won't be able to understand. We will be bewildered. Okay, so only by guidance of the Acharya we can understand those Leela. Okay, whatever Lord and whatever Rama or whatever Ram and whatever Krishna did, those are in the side of Dharma only, but we are not able to understand. Okay, so we think that those are in the wrong side. Okay, we think in ourselves, but that is not the case. Okay, so when we read some Acharya commentary on that, when we read some pure devotees commentary on that, and we think and we then we come to know what is their thinking, what is their real meaning. So we should not interpret these conditions based on our own thinking. Okay, Mataji. So this is the case.
Kirti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
I wanted to ask how much time will it take to complete this advanced level course?
Yes, Mataji, will you answer? Sangeeta Mataji.
Oh, sure, Prabhu. We are going to be doing one chapter per week, Mataji, so that we get enough time to read the purports and do the quizzes. So 18 chapters, 18 weeks.
Okay. And after that, we will get a certificate like we got in level 1.
If you complete all the quizzes successfully, Mataji, the certificate will be automatically generated for you and you will get it. And it is a prerequisite that we all have the level 2 certificate to proceed to progress to level 3.
And level 3 is how much time? If
Yeah, Mataji, level 1, level 2 has just started. Let's just finish it, then we'll see. Okay,
Yes,
Mataji.
Prabhu.
Gradually we'll progress.
We'll keep you informed, Mataji, well in advance.
No problem,
So please
Mataji.
don't worry.
And can you tell me about that Bhakti Vriksha course?
Yeah, we'll tell you gradually, Mataji. This is a gradual process. We'll tell you
Okay.
everything.
Okay, thank you.
In level 2. Just read the chapters, read the Bhagavad Gita. What we are trying to give you, just try to understand those things.
Okay.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Rajini
Mataji.
Mataji.
Yes, Rajni. I'm Rajni here. No, ma'am, I was just asking about the quiz only. Where have you sent it? And that was only my question.
Mataji's and Prabhuji's, immediately after Ravi Prabhuji completes the class, I post everything in the group. So please look out for the messages. Very few messages, but please do look out, and I will repeat the messages during the week, Mataji. And if you have any doubts, you can write to any of us.
Yes, Mataji, my only problem is that my mail has been registered previously and now it is not registering. So please solve that problem. So that
Mataji, are you in the WhatsApp group already?
Yes, I am in the WhatsApp group.
Mataji, I will post, and if you have any queries after that, you write to me directly, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, Kanti Mataji.
When to say Krishna, we often hear the word Yogakshemam Vahameham, right? So Yogakshema Vahameham, in the sense Krishna will look after you. You need not worry on anything. Krishna will take care of
Krishna
you.
will himself look after. Vahameham means
My question, yes.
himself. Yes.
Yeah, yes. Yes, Krishna takes care of us, right?
Yeah.
So my
Krishna will fulfill whatever is not in your
our desire.
Yeah,
yes. So my
in your
question is,
life, and Krishna
yes, my
will himself. Yeah. Vahameham means himself. Yes. What is the question, Mataji?
Question is, what makes us to have that kind of trust in Krishna? It is just chanting japas or doing our work sincerely, doing our karma sincerely. So what makes us to have that kind of trust in Krishna?
Yeah, we will gradually look after Mataji. This is first chapter only. And Krishna hasn't started speaking. We will gradually look after those things. We will gradually understand. This is a gradual process. And I will try to explain all the concepts very concisely and very nicely so that you can assimilate the teachings in your life. Okay, there's no problem. And I think many people who were with me in level 1, I tried to explain those things very nicely. So if any person is there who was in level 1, they can tell you that with me in level 1, I tried to explain how to build that trust, how to do those things. So I will be telling all those things gradually. So just be with me. So I believe there are 18 chapters are there. We'll be nicely taking each chapters, and then at last I'll ask you. So how to instill Krishna in your heart, how those things will happen. You will just tell me after these 18 chapters are over. You will only tell me. Okay, Mataji? There's no problem.
Yes. Sure.
Yeah. So no problem. I'll just try to explain all the concepts very nicely so that you can assimilate the teachings in your life. Okay, Mataji? So this is first chapter only. Krishna has not started yet speaking also. So it will take time. Gradually you can understand. Okay. One question in the chat box. We can take one hand is there, then we can go there.
Yes, Prabhu, Mataji is unmuted.
Hare Krishna, Kiran Suleya Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Please unmute yourself, Mataji. Prabhuji.
Yeah, it is unmuted.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, I'm male actually. I'm not Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Sorry.
Prabhuji, regarding that pan, no, you denied that, but
yeah,
in certain Krishna temple, they are operating.
I'll try to see
no, I have seen.
If it is there. Then,
no, I have seen they're offering Tambula to Krishna temple.
Okay, maybe
I think even Vrindavan also they're offering.
Okay, so maybe the thing is the intention is different and our intention is different. Okay, pan we are eating for our pleasure. Okay, we are taking the pan for our pleasure, so that with something mixing in it and something like katta and all we are mixing, so that it will act as a stimulant for us. Okay, so many people used to take it for a stimulant, but I do not know if they're offering, what is their intention. I do not think that they are giving for something else. The intention may be different. So based on the intention, we can say what is the thing. Okay. So if there is no
the
wrong
other
intention,
question was it's okay. It's okay. I understood. The second question is, even some kings were poaching the animals. They were eating the animals, though they were very associated with Krishna devotion.
Which king?
Even many kings in the
this one.
like
just tell me the kings, Prabhu, so that I can also read about those.
And Nausha, the king called Nausha.
Yeah. So those were eating animals.
They were poaching the animals, and all Kshatriyas used to eat animals.
I don't think
they were devotees of Krishna.
No. Even in any Shastra, there is the concept is when meat eating is too much prevalent, then little bit restriction in meat eating is allowed. Okay, just like if one person is there, he is taking 10 cigarettes per day. So if he go to a doctor, what the doctor will
Yeah,
say?
yeah.
A doctor will say, no, 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 don't take too much cigarette, 10 cigarette, take 5 cigarette. That doesn't mean the cigarette is good. Okay, he is telling for his behalf. Okay, that you should take less amount of cigarette. That doesn't mean that he is allowing cigarette. He is telling for his benefit. Okay, so if even if you see in many religions like other religions are there where killing animals is they are okay. You can kill on this day, on this that day. You won't be eating. Those things are there. So if it is the case, then it is due to personal recommendation. It is like personal recommendation. Okay, so it is not like that. It is recommended. Okay, so maybe what example you are giving, that is in the form of personal recommendation. But overall, Shastra never any animal killing is justified. So even if Muslims you go, even if Christianity you go, never it is there where animal killing is justified. Okay, so if you look at overall context of the Vedas, overall context of the other Shastra, anywhere, the animal killing is nowhere justified. Okay, so this is the thing. Prabhu.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, would you like to take one last question, please?
Oh, yes, Mataji, there is no raise hand, but I can
There is
see.
Shriya Mataji. Would you like, you have a lot of questions. Would you like to ask Prabhuji, please?
Yes, Mataji, thank you. I've put my question in the chat box, but Mataji unmuted me. Prabhuji, I wanted to ask that I've already read Bhagavad Gita like deep 2 times, and I'm doing it for the third time. So, is it okay to continue level 2 even then?
You have completed level 2, Mataji.
No, but I haven't started any course. I did it on my own. Prabhupada's
So
Bhagavad Gita.
if you want to continue with ours, then level 2 you should continue so that you can go to level 3 and level 4. If you want to continue with this ISKCON manual, if you want to be with us, if you want to read with us, then you can continue. There is no harm in reading one more time.
Okay. Okay,
And
Prabhuji.
I love if you give us the notes. Okay, if you're reading third time, then you can make nice notes. So if you are making notes, just share with us so that other devotees are also benefited. Okay, Mataji.
Okay, okay, Prabhuji. Thank you. Are we like also going to learn some shlokas?
Yes, Sloka we will be learning, but Sloka class will be different. So all the Mataji, one Sloka class is there, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. There's
Yeah.
a group called Blissful Mataji. I'll post that link also today. Please feel free to join that. There is shloka, there is kirtans, all kinds of classes are there in that.
Too many things are there, Mataji. ISKCON is organizing too many things. Sattvic cooking is organizing also, so that we can cook sattwically. Sloka and kirtans also it is organizing. So all the things you can learn. If you want to learn, there are many things. Okay, so gradually you will learn all those things. Be with us so that gradually you learn all those things. Okay, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. And for in order to get initiated, do we need to get the certificates of these levels? Level 1.
Initiation depending on the recommendation from the which temple you are attending. So if you are getting Bhakti Shastri, you are attached with the ISKCON Mangaluru, then no problem. Prabhuji will recommend you further because we need someone who is looking after you. So Prabhuji will look after you. So that is the thing. So Prabhuji will recommend for initiation. So if you are serious, Prabhuji will recommend you. Okay. If you are doing your sadhana daily, you are practicing nicely, then Prabhuji will recommend.
Okay, Prabhuji. But Prabhuji, actually, I'm not here. I just attended online, level 1 online. I'm not in this country. So will it still be able to progress?
Yeah, Mataji, ISKCON is not limited to any countries now. ISKCON is, so all the countries, I think, ISKCON is there. So no problem. You can associate with local devotees also, or you can associate online with us also.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I don't see any questions in the chat, and there are no raised hands. So
Okay, so many comments are there. Register with any ID while answering the matter just from the name. Prabhuji, I have read Bhagavad Gita. Yes, I have doubt regarding if we have doubts during the week while studying chapter 1, you will be taking the doubts in the next session. Okay, you can ask me in the, or you can post. Mataji, we can open the group for something so that they can ask their doubts.
Sure, Prabhu. But doubts related to the chapters, please.
Yes, doubts
Because
related to chapter.
any
There
other
are many
things,
things there.
please don't. Yes, please don't
You will
bother
get
Prabhuji.
all the answer gradually, but people started asking the tea, coffee, meat eating, all things chapter 1. It will come gradually. Will come all those things. Okay. Bhagavad Gita
Yes,
has
and
many things,
Prabhuji is
so-
a doctor, so he would know best to advise us about such things.
Yes, yes, Mataji. Okay, Mataji. So okay for I think today we have completed on the chapter 1. We have completed. So I will request you to read chapter number 1, make notes, and keep chanting. So we'll meet next week. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Which physical Prabhuji? One question. Which physical Prabhuji? I do not know what is the meaning of physical Prabhuji. Which physical Prabhuji? Okay, so we'll meet next
Sorry.
week. Okay.
Sorry, Prabhuji, I was asking which pathy.
Which pathy?
Mataji told
Allopathy.
that you are
Mataji.
doctor. Yeah, so it was
Allopathy.
mistakenly written. Okay.
Yeah, allopathy.